All right, so you were going to tell me about the first one, the first game.
Yeah, so we're from MyGamer.com, by the way. Go there, put us in your favorites. You can follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ. And yeah, we've been covering a lot of Playism games over the last, few years, and a lot of their stuff is really good. And the Momodora series, Metroidvania kind of game, 2D exploratory action adventure has always been good stuff. And this is the latest game that I think at the time of the stream like just came out. I think
I
maybe
don't
we
even
got it.
know if it is out.
It maybe yeah maybe not even is out yet as of today as we're playing it. But like even if it's not out, then it's going to be out very soon.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So go ahead and ask me anything.
Yeah. So I played the first game, Reverie of the Moonlight I forget the name
There,
of it now.
there seems to be a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them. I played it was like Reverie something something something, and it was good. I enjoyed it. I remember it being very difficult, like a kind of a hard game. Like you can't really mess up a whole lot. Um, Limited kind of uh, health bar, but everything. But um, yeah, see, I haven't. This is the first time I'm seeing this sequel here, but it's looking pretty good because I really like the pixel art style. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. You just got smoked. Yeah, see.
Come on. My controller's been doing this thing where it likes to stop reacting.
Yeah, that's
Oh, dude, it happens at the most appropriate times.
like right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I really like this game, as we discussed earlier, because I have like a couple hours into it. Just basically doing this on my free time. When I review the games, but like I play this one for fun too.
Yeah, it's always good when you get a game that's like,
Yeah,
oh, this is actually a quality game that I like want to play versus like, oh man, I gotta suffer through this and then write about it. Like that always
which
sucks.
is funny because like even if you listen to like people from GameStop or like IGN or anything like that talk about their jobs, they're like, yeah, no, a lot of the time these games aren't fun to play.
Yeah, we get, I'd say, more games than the most games that we play are, not good quality, below 6 out of 10 kind of games, and where it's like, I just don't want to play this because I could be spending my time playing an 8 out of 10 game.
Or like a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, just a better quality game, but man, so yeah, you think it might be pretty good, but there's a lot of downsides to it.
Yeah, and I don't mean to bitch about like, oh yeah, this is the
Yeah,
worst thing in the world, playing and writing about video games. Like it's a job at the end of the day is basically what it is. It's a cool job. It's a fun thing to do, but you know you
especially
have to.
one that we don't make any money on.
Yeah, well, I think they call those hobbies.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. But this looks like it's always good to get a. At least for me, I like the pixel style, art style. I like classic Metroidvania. Typical. Let's explore. It's got the little map in the upper portion of the screen, Metroid style. Like that's really what I like. What it works well, makes the game play smooth, consistent. You don't have to like hit start every 2 seconds to see where am I going, what do I need to do.
They put the map on one of the triggers, which I thought was a weird choice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, what do you got? You got jump, you got a standard attack, and a heavy attack, maybe, or dash,
Distance attack.
distance attack. Oh, for sure, range attack, sure.
Um, the one thing I will say is, so these things that I'm slashing, like the cables or whatever they are, I wasn't able to do that in the beginning of the game. And most games, when you get a power like that, it's like, cool, you have the power. You're going to unlock some things that were blocking your progression, but that's the last time you use it. Sometimes magic blades will appear to aid you. Oh, that's getting added on.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so you got a sigil situation here where you can equip a few of these bad boys, get some passive abilities.
Yeah. Did it fucking do it again? Yes, it did. High quality
That's
content.
is that an is that an Xbox controller?
Yeah, and it's only like a couple months old. It's a wired one. So
Mm.
Microsoft started doing this third party, like officially licensed third party stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't. They're like blocking that stuff.
No, it's officially licensed by Micro. This controller
Oh,
looks
okay.
exactly
Yes.
like a Xbox
Yeah.
controller.
Yes. There. But I'm saying that starting now, if you don't have that sticker where it's like officially licensed by Microsoft, it actually won't work on Microsoft consoles now.
Oh yeah, and I bought a
That's the
wired one because
thing.
my entire thing
Yeah.
was, it's just connecting to my PC. I don't need anything else. And I think like the USB cable it came with is like garbage.
Mm.
So I'm just going to replace it with another USB-C cable that I have. But in the meantime, until I find the energy to do that, I'm just going to sit here and complain a lot.
Yeah. That'll happen. I mean, USB-Cs are come with everything nowadays. That is the standard.
Even what the fuck there?
The latest
Yeah, I
iPhone.
was going to say the iPhone was forced to.
Yeah, the government stepped in and was like, okay, guys,
The
enough's enough.
European government stepped in.
Yeah, which I'm all for it because I hated the stupid lightning cables because they break. They're like doubled or triple in price.
Well, I think that's the entire thing. Is it's like no, we're not letting you make random proprietary bullshit anymore just because you want to. One of the cool things about this is, so I just died there, but I picked up a couple of power ups. Normally it would be like, oh, well, you're continuing, you have to go recollect all
Mm.
those. Nope, still got all those power ups.
Do you lose any gold or anything? Like, what do you just got, or you just got to go back? Is there any kind of a penalty for dying?
Uh, you have to go back, and sometimes between save points, it's like really, really far.
Mm. Yeah, that's any kind of Metroid Castlevania game.
Yeah.
I remember playing Momodora Reverie of the Moonlight or whatever the hell it was called. And yeah, the save points you got to smack the bell.
Yeah, you still got to do
And,
that.
yeah, and like it's something so simple, but like the hitting the bell animation, the way it moved and like the way it sounded, like when you hit it, it was just like super satisfying. I always just like, wow, they put a lot of animation and effort into this like into the checkpoint bell, and I just was
Into
like,
everything.
yeah, I was like, this is just like a super cool like I always like the Metroid games because like the save station is like those like pod things that you go in and they're coolly animated and they like glow and stuff. But like yeah, smacking the bell right there, like it just has like a cool animation. It just sounds satisfying. It's just one of those little details that I enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. But a lot of this stuff, like even the way she runs, is well in it. Like
Yeah.
normally you'd only have it would like some games even just do like oh it's just a speed up walking animation. Like no, this is fully animated, like fluidly animated. It's actually all of the all of the animation in this is very impressive.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like a lot of Playism games are like that, specifically here, these Momodora games. It's like you don't get everything's 3D, or it's a 3D thing and a 2D plane, so it's like it plays 2D, but it's not the same. Yeah, I really like the nicely animated pixel art style. It's pretty rare these days.
Yeah. Oh fuck you, dude. Her. I'm just gonna randomly fucking throw out a slowdown field when you're halfway across the fucking map and can't see me anymore. Because that's what I do. I'm a dick.
Now you got this guy. There you
Laser
go.
Eye Man.
Ooh. There you go.
That was kind of a dick move. Okay. Yeah, that's this.
Oh,
So
there
like,
you go. That's now you can go back nice and easy.
yeah, there. It's not that there's like a huge distance between them, but yeah, they'll make you like trek a ways before a boss room or something like that.
Hmm.
Which yeah, that's fair. That's fine. I get it.
Yeah, even if it saves you a couple minutes, but if you keep dying, like you don't want to.
Oh yeah, I don't want to like keep running back up here to get whatever it is I think I might have missed.
Hmm.
Yeah, apparently an entire side tunnel. Uh, my one true complaint about this is that cat that was down there is the fast travel system, and they literally just introduced him, and I'm like 4 hours in.
Oh, now you get fast travel.
Yeah, that's my one like. I was like, actually, the map is so big, I was getting annoyed.
Oh, and I just looked it up. Yeah, Okay, so this is Momodora Moonlit Farewell, and yes, the game is out as of just a few days ago at the time of this stream. And then there's even the official soundtrack is also available if you wanted to get in on that.
It's a pretty mellow, good sounding OST. So I don't get the thing about like selling fucking OSTs though.
Is that a big thing on Steam to like? I
Every
can't.
fucking game that comes out, it's like,
I,
oh yeah, for like $3 more, you can buy the OST,
I
and
can't imagine like a lot of people buying that.
I guess it's better than what they normally do, which is like, oh well, the collectors here's content that should have been in the base game, but we're only going to give it to people who pay $10 more.
I mean, I guess it's really just free money for anybody who wants to pay for it because it's like, well, we already got the songs. So let's just sell them individually, even if we can get $3 more out of
Mm-hmm.
3% of the people who buy the
Here's an
game.
MP3.
Yeah, that's still some just
A
extra
lot
money off
of,
the top.
especially indie developers, call it like the tip jar.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, why not? I mean,
And when
it's
you phrase
already.
it like that, it's like you're trying to give me something for like, I get it. Like that's fine. And that's more useful than fucking Yakuza Infinite Money I just saw. If you don't pre-order it, there are two jobs that are locked.
Mm.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's more of a dick move. Whereas, here's a soundtrack. Plus, it's like if somebody does have a game does have a soundtrack, they can later when the game's been out for 2 years and it's already drops down to $5 on sale, then they could be like, all right, we'll give you the game for $5 and the soundtrack just to kind of sweeten the deal to make it sound better to get some money for a game that's really old.
Yeah, I don't. That sounds plausible.
Yeah.
Except that my main issue with the Steam sale, especially this year, is shit doesn't go down in price anymore.
Yeah, as everything is moving digital, that's just what it is now. But at the time when things were digital versus physical,
You had to give people incentive to
you can't.
fucking.
Yeah, exactly. But now that there is no, the competition's just gone. So the downside is prices are going to stay higher for longer.
Yeah, and especially on shit like Steam, if you think about it, because the old
Mhm.
argument from, um, like at least Sony and fucking Nintendo was like, you might think it's digital and it's infinite shelf space, but like, we still have to pay to store this stuff. That's true until you take in consideration, the Epic Game Store and the Steam Game Store,
Yeah.
and now someone else is paying money to store that shit.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what's kind of. I've noticed that too. Like the digital sales of games have the discounts haven't been as deep as
Oh, and there'll be times that
previous
they'll
years.
say shit like, "Oh, it's 75% off," and I'm like, that means it's like $25.
Yeah, that means I still don't want to pay for it.
Well, and it's
Yeah.
like, one of them was like the new Saints Row. Fuck the new Saints Row game that I spite beat when it was free on PlayStation Plus.
Oh yeah.
Um, that is not a good game, and they still wanted like I think $15+ or something on the
Especially
Steam
when it
sale
yeah, especially when it's been like the free game
on
on
so much other shit. Yeah,
yeah, on Xbox or like PlayStation's probably got it, there's probably the free
Capcom's
game
pretty
but
good. They don't go like fire sale like they used to.
hmm
Um, but they're pretty good. Like as soon as like there's another Resident Evil out, like the old ones pretty much drop. Um,
that's true. Resident Evil 2, by the way, the remake just dropped on Game Pass, and it's
yeah,
also on the PlayStation Game Pass as
Pal
well.
World is dropping on Friday.
What is it?
Pal World?
I don't know what Pal World is.
It's Digimon with guns. That's literally how they marketed it.
That's Capcom?
No, that's Microsoft. That's I think
Uh,
borderline first party.
hmm. I haven't heard of this for some reason.
Oh, it's like it's funny because that is all across my news feeds right now.
Yeah, I got to check that out. I just saw. I've been playing all these review games, so I kind of been playing games with my head down over the last couple of weeks, really. But yeah, I saw that the Resident because I played when the Resident 2 remake. There was a demo like when that game came out or just before that game came out, and I played it. I was like, oh, I actually kind of like this because I hated the original Resident Evils because I just couldn't stand the tank controls, never played them. But then now it's like a Resident Evil 4ish kind of over, third person camera, more actiony, but still spooky and gross. And I was like, oh, I played the demo and I liked it. So I'm excited to actually like if I can just find the damn time to play.
Yeah. Oh,
After
I
I get all these
loved
review games.
Resident Evil 2 was one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Resident Evil 2 was like the best, like the most fan favorite, well received of the Resident Evils until 4 came out, and then that kind of just changed everything. This guy again. It's like only in a game like this are you gonna fight like a guts pile. Like it's not even just a blob.
Yeah. Ugh. So, sir, what do you think about the game?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I enjoyed the first game that I played. This game it looks to be just as good, if not better. Nice quality pixel Metroidvania. I mean, look at this map right here. A lot of stuff. Just a huge map.
I'm just
Bunch of
trying to
stuff to
figure out
collect.
if there's anywhere else I can fucking go.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, excellent pixel art. This game is now available on Steam. I think there's a console release maybe later. I mean, the other games came out on console eventually, so I'd be surprised if this one didn't. I'm sure it might take them 6 months to do that or something. But yeah, check it out on Steam. It's under $20. The soundtrack is also available, and then you could follow us at mygamer.com. Go there, put us in your favorites, bookmark us because we are covering the games that very few other sites are doing, like this game right here. So then you can follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ. And until next time, thank you for watching and game on.